morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Friday, the 16th of May 2025, or the 19th of April in the 13th year of Chonilguk. So thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Champuninge Kyombe. Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 7. 전일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 활동과 연결된 의하는 생활을 통하여 심존 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 7. Our family, the owner of Chonilguk, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. Thank you. I'd like to ask Reverend Ito if he could offer the opening prayer, please. Are you there, Reverend Ito? No, maybe not. That's okay. Just join me. I'll offer the opening prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent and our loving true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, we're truly grateful to be able to come together and join as a family, centered upon our Holy Mother Han, and working together with her to establish your kingdom here on this earth substantially. Already the gates are open and heaven is waiting with its arms wide open to receive all its children. And we know it is the responsibility of the chosen blessed families to be able to succeed in witnessing and helping people to receive the blessing through our true parents. We know you're long desired from the beginning of creation, the embrace of your children, that you longed to really have a family substantially on the earth. You created this whole physical realm so that we could grow from children to adults that truly resemble you fully, and that we can truly become the children that you desired and that you could embrace for all eternity. So we're grateful to be here. We want to do our best every day, and we want to connect to your heart and to the heart of our Heavenly Mother, who's really desiring to see the world restored back to what you dreamt of at the very beginning. We know that the beginning of history was so much joy, so much expectation, and that it was quickly shattered, and the restoration history of thousands of years took place, but it finally culminated in the marriage of the Lamb in 1960, where our true parents became the true parents, where you were able to substantially embody them as your physical body. But again, it took a long time because of the problems of history for restoration to take place. And then finally our true parents could usher in Chonilguk, and our father needed to go to the spiritual realm, and our mother remained on earth to fulfill your dream. And finally it has been fulfilled. So we ask your presence, and we ask for your guidance and wisdom, so that we can succeed in fulfilling our responsibility without delay, so that truly the 8 billion people of the world can quickly come to understand the essence of your heart, understand the meaning of the only begotten Son, and the meaning of the only begotten daughter, and that through them, finally, humanity realized its original purpose and role. So we ask for your presence and your guidance and your wisdom, and for us to always persevere so that success is achieved completely and fully. So thank you for being here with us. I offer you this in attending our Holy Mother Han. I pray in gratitude in my name, John, and it is of a blessed family, Archie. Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Today is Friday. In the beginning of the day, let's put our chanson and heart to begin the day. This morning, four Japanese missionary who will go to Solomon Island went to Solomon Island from Sydney. So today they will arrive to Solomon Island and they will start to do the witnessing activity. So this is the new moment and also new beginning. Please also pray for their safety, their success, and also make a great victory in the Solomon Island as the Heavenly Top Gun missionary from Japan. So I hope they will leave soon, maybe from Sydney, morning time. Then they will arrive this lunchtime. So please also pray for them. And today is Friday. So tonight we will have a Chanshman prayer. Please join well. And also after Hundok, we will have a breakout session for the three topics, witnessing and the peace and security and PCLC. So please join the breakout session. So thank you for joining today. Okay, so today let's continue to study about the value of true parents in heaven's providence. Overview. You start. So Mrs. Na, please.
Number 2, true mother, the only begotten daughter, coming for the first time after 6,000 years. Jesus came as the only begotten Son, coming for the first time, born on the foundation of 4,000 years of Heavenly Parents' labor. Being born as the only begotten Son means that Jesus was born as a son in the direct lineage of Heavenly Parent, cut off from the sin-stained lineage of fallen humankind.
Thank you. After Adam and Eve's fall, the birth of the only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, was the Heavenly Parent hope and also hope of all humanity. And as this message said, the only begotten Son is not the lineage of Satan, but also God, the only begotten daughter's lineage was the God direct lineage. So they were born under the God direct lineage. He was born under the God direct lineage. Please.
As a son in God's direct lineage, the only begotten Son could communicate and relate directly with Heavenly Parent. He was born as the unique Son who could completely receive Heavenly Parent's first love. However, the only begotten Son cannot complete the ideal of true parents alone. According to the principles of creation, the only begotten Son must meet the only begotten daughter and advance to the position of true parents together with her.
Yes, thank you. So let's mention about the lineage. What's the different point of the fallen lineage and direct lineage? After human fall, all people are the Satan's or fallen lineage. If there is sin, if they have a fallen lineage, then God cannot contact directly or cannot connect directly. So that's the different point. Fallen lineage is a Satan's descendants. So even God want to appear or God want to guide or communicate, but they cannot communicate or God cannot communicate directly. But how about the Jesus Christ or God direct lineage, the children? He was the direct children of God. That's why he could communicate, he could talk, and he could work together. Also, we learned before about the parents' message. Sometimes when we read about the Bible, God, Jehovah, or several moment is appearing, but actually they are not God. They are the angel. So God sent the angel like Jehovah or even Gabriel and to guide the Israelites because all people are the foreign lineage. God even wanted to communicate but cannot communicate directly. So that was the different point. So finally, God sent the only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. But not only, also God the only begotten Son was needed. In that same time, only begotten daughter should be there and to become the true parents. Please.
True Mother is the only begotten daughter coming for the first time after 6,000 years as the unique daughter of Heavenly Parent who can fully receive God's first love. As a daughter in the direct lineage of heaven, the only begotten daughter is a unique daughter, the only one born from the root of Heavenly Parent. Like the only begotten Son Jesus, the only begotten daughter cannot complete the ideal of true parents alone. She must meet the one who has been called to the mission of the returning Messiah, and through the holy wedding, advance to the position of the true parents together with him.
Yes. Who is true mother? It says, true mother is the only begotten daughter coming for the first time after 6,000 years as the unique daughter of Heavenly Parent who can fully receive God's first love. And what should she do? She must meet the one who has been called to the mission of the returning Messiah, and through the holy wedding, advance to the position of the true parents together with him. So what is the purpose? As the purpose of Jesus Christ was there to become the true parents. So purpose of the only begotten daughter is also same, to meet the Messiah and to become true parents. Please.
The essence of the 2,000 years of Christian history, which began with the resurrection of Jesus and the descent of the Holy Spirit, is to prepare for the birth of the only begotten daughter coming for the first time, while waiting for the second coming of the Messiah. Jesus died on the cross, promising to return. He is returning to hold the marriage supper of the Lamb. In order for the returning Messiah to participate in the marriage supper of the Lamb, the only begotten daughter is needed. This means that the essence of Christianity is to prepare for the birth of the only begotten daughter and the second coming of the Messiah, and for them to participate in the marriage supper of the Lamb.
Yes. So talking about the essence of the 2,000 years of Christianity. What's the purpose? What's the essence? This purpose and essence is to prepare welcome the birth of the only begotten daughter and to wait the second advent of the Messiah. So this is also repeating the similar matter. When they appear on this earth, they will meet each other and to receive or participate in the marriage supper of the Lamb. Please.
In the course to prepare for the Messiah's promised return, heaven must first confirm the preparations for the birth of the only begotten daughter. The only begotten daughter must be born on a Christian foundation that has come down through the chosen Han people of Korea, so that the providence of the Messiah at the second coming can be fulfilled, and the returning Messiah can advance to the position of true parent.
Yes. In the course to prepare for the Messiah's promised return, heaven must first confirm the preparations for the birth of the only begotten daughter. This becomes the key point. Christian history was not there just as the Christianity to welcome the Messiah. Before Messiah will be appointed or appearing, whether only begotten daughter can be appear or not, or foundation would be there or not. This become the key point. And the appearance of the only begotten daughter were confirmed, then Messiah can be appointed or inherited to the next person from Jesus Christ. Please.
However, today's Christianity still does not understand the essence of Jesus. Why did Jesus say he would come again? The Creator, Heavenly Parent, created one man and one woman who were to become the first ancestors of humankind. Since it is the mother who gives birth to new life, the ideal of true parents could not be completed by Jesus as one man alone. That is why he promised to return. He wanted to return to complete his mission by meeting the bride and advancing to the position of true parents through the marriage supper of the Lamb, and together give rebirth and resurrection to fallen humankind. However, today's Christians are unable to grasp the true meaning of the marriage supper of the Lamb.
Yes, Jesus said to come again, but this reason is important. So even inside of the Christianity, this understanding, the reason of the Jesus Christ to come again is different. What is the promise? What's the reason? What did he want to do to come back here as a returning Messiah? Of course, Messiah come and Messiah build the kingdom of heaven. That is true, but how he will do in order to do that? Messiah come and to find the only begotten daughter and to participate in the marriage supper of the Lamb and to join the holy wedding. So this is the main point and the purpose of returning to this era or next place. Please.
The purpose of the Messiah's second coming is the marriage supper of the Lamb. The marriage supper of the Lamb cannot be held without the only begotten daughter. Only after the circumstances for the birth of the only begotten daughter are confirmed can the person who is to take on the mission of the returning Messiah inherit that mission from Jesus. The birth of the only begotten daughter provides the impetus for the returning Messiah to be called. The only begotten daughter must be born in order for the returning Messiah to carry out his responsibility. The only begotten daughter must be born in order for the returning Messiah to begin his work. These words confirm that the completion of heaven's providence is possible only with the birth of the only begotten daughter.
Yes, thank you. That's why we can also understand these things. The appearance of only begotten daughter confirmation to be appearance of only begotten daughter and the second advent of the Messiah, which is the priority, which is the main condition. This was the confirmation of the appearance of only begotten daughter. And because only begotten daughter would be there, second advent Messiah can carry on the providence. If only begotten daughter does not appear in this place, then this inheritance of the mission of returning of Christ would not be happened. So we can also understand those explanation well. Please.
The only begotten daughter, true mother, was born into a family with 3 generations of only daughters and a strong Christian foundation. Notably, she was born in 1943, precisely 400 years after John Calvin, who contributed systematic thought to the Reformation, wrote his 1543 thesis, The Necessity of Reforming the Church, which he presented to the Diet and Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire the following year. The only begotten daughter was born on the foundation of Korean Protestantism, which has its roots in American Protestantism, brought into being as a result of the Reformation. The birth of the only begotten daughter marked the decisive moment that concluded Heavenly Parents' 6,000-year history of the providence of salvation and a transition to a new era, generating a new history.
Yes, thank you. So once again, we can study the history of Christianity, and even also we can study more about life or family tree or history of our true mother, what kind of situation in the past, and even Christianity. That's why through knowing those the past of the history of true mother or Christianity, we could recognize how God prepared for only begotten daughter to be appear on this earth. So surely, if after this one, continuously, this explanation will be explained or coming, and more deep contents about our true mother. So we can study also one by one. Please.
At the time when Jesus, the only begotten Son, was on earth 2,000 years ago, the only begotten daughter could not be born. It is not that the only begotten daughter had been born and did not appear. She had not been born. If the only begotten daughter had been born and had grown to maturity 2,000 years ago, Jesus would have somehow met her. They would have been married in the holy wedding and become the true parents. The reason Jesus said he would come again is that the only begotten daughter had not been born at that time.
Yes, this is the circumstances of Jesus Christ 2000 years ago. Jesus should have been the true parents, and he knew that, but because only begotten daughter was not there, so he could not meet the person. So when we see the life of Jesus Christ, continuously he proclaimed about the kingdom of heaven come, and he tried to meet and try to fulfill responsibility, and many central figures are there at that moment, but almost all of them could not fulfill their responsibility. That's why the foundation of only begotten daughter was not happened, so God could not send only begotten daughter at that time. So we can really recognize this is the sad reality or history at that moment. Please.
The only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, like the original ancestors of humankind in the Garden of Eden, were born able to converse directly with Heavenly Parent and know Heavenly Parent's will and the principles of creation through their original nature. Thus, it was for the only begotten Son, Jesus. When Jesus came 2,000 years ago, he experienced and felt these things, so he knew them and lived accordingly without having to be taught about them.
Yes. So our only begotten son and daughter, they are the God direct child. So they could have done the direct communication with God and Heavenly Parent. Jesus could do that, and that's why our true mother also could do that. Please.
The same is true for true mother, the only begotten daughter. True mother, who was born as the only begotten daughter, was able to experience and feel things for herself. So even while she was still in the process of growing to maturity, she was able to understand the principles of creation and use them to guide her actions and decisions, even though nobody had taught her about them. Centering on Heavenly Parent's will, she was able to discern things on her own, decide on her own, and thus reach the realm of perfection. During the time she was growing up, she conversed with Heavenly Parent through resonance of heart, the language of the heavenly kingdom. From the time she was born, she grew up knowing that Heavenly Parent was her parent.
Yes. Thank you. So we can see our through the Jesus' life and also our mother's life. So mother had also communication with God from the early time or from the beginning of her life. We listened many times about through mother's testimony. So from the birth or early time, she knew God is our heavenly parents, is the parent of our true mother, and continuously communicate and working together. So through the things we could recognize what's the different point between the foreign people and also the God's direct child or God's direct lineage. So through learning about the life of Jesus Christ, life of our true mother, we could also recognize those things itself. Please.
Number 4, true mother is the central pillar for the completion of the providence. The central point of all heaven and earth. The central point of all heaven and earth appears at the place where we can find the ones who have made complete unity with God, as the ones who are standing at the center to realize Heavenly Parent's dream. The place where true parents, as perfected human beings, and Heavenly Parent become one is the central point of heaven and earth. From the moment the central point of heaven and earth appears, Heavenly Parent's long cherished dream of life in the kingdom of heaven on earth with God and with humankind united in love can finally begin.
So this also the summarize explaining the main point. I will read again. The central point of all of heaven and earth appears at the place where we can find the ones who have made complete unity with God, as the ones who are standing at the center to realize Heavenly Parent's dream. The place where true parents, as perfected human beings, and Heavenly Parent become one is the central point of heaven and earth. From the moment the central point of heaven and earth appears, Heavenly Parent's long cherished dream of life in the kingdom of heaven on earth with God and humankind united in love, can finally begin. So the moment the central point of heaven and earth appear, this moment was the moment which God continuously wishing and also waiting for. So central point, heavenly parent, and also the humanity. This central point. Through these things, God providence will be starting, or kingdom of heaven will be starting. Please.
How does the central point of heaven and earth appear? It appears when heavenly parent and true parents become one and live together. Heavenly parent had a dream from the beginning and created human beings and all the things of creation to realize that dream. Heavenly Parent's dream is to become one with true parents and to live in oneness with all humanity as the sons and daughters in the kingdom of heaven on earth. Sorry, I've just got to transfer. It goes off. So, yeah, let me see, where are we? I'll read it again. Heavenly Parent's dream is to become one with true parents and live in oneness with all humanity as the sons and daughters in the kingdom of heaven on earth and in the eternal world. In order to realize Heavenly Parent's dream, Heavenly Parent and true parents must first become one and manifest as the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Then the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind would give birth to the children of God and live in oneness with those children for all generations to come.
So when we see the life of true parents or life course of true parents, there are many providential course and even proclamation. So what was the purpose of all things? The purpose is that heavenly parent, true parents, and all humanity come together and to live together. This was the main purpose and the main direction. That's why we could once again recognize the birth of only begotten son and daughter, or the returning Messiah, and the holy wedding ceremony. How much this moment was historically important. So this is the final slide today.
Humanity's wish is also to become one with and live together with Heavenly Parent on earth. That place where Heavenly Parent's dream and humanity's hope are realized is the central point of heaven and earth.
Yes. So this is the dream of heavenly parent and true parents, but also dream of all humanity. So how we can fulfill this dream is our crucial or urgent or target. So today we share about those message, and we can recognize the ending of the entrance ceremony to start the new beginning. But what was our goal and target? How we can share this message to the people, and how people can come together with our heavenly parent and true parents, and also our true mother. So each day is the precious or historical moment. Mother mentioned that now is the golden time. That meaning is daily time is limited. We know the age of our true mother. True mother is there. Of course, she try her best, but physical limitation is surely coming continuously. That's why continuously emphasized. Now time is important, and this time period, how we can return the happiness to our heavenly parent and true parents. So today we are studying about this new content. So let's digest well, inherit well, and let's share those messages to our brothers and sisters and the people in nation and the world. So today is also a new beginning. Let's do our best and to have a great time. So thank you everyone for joining today. Have a good day. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, as always, to share with us. And as you mentioned, today we have a breakout session, and in those 3 rooms. So I'll just create 3 rooms. The first room being for witnessing, the second being for peace and security, and the third for PCLC. So please join the room you wish. Okay, the rooms are open.
Where is the
Which room do you want to go to?
rooms?
Yeah, people are finding them. They're going there. I mean, which room I can put you there if you want.
Sorry?
What room do you want to go to?
Witnessing.
Okay, I can assign you to that room. There you go. Should see your
Cool.
link now. Okay. Everyone else is open. Jamie, are you okay? Did you find a room? What room do you want to go to, Suemi? I can't hear you. You need to unmute.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, which group?
So the first one's witnessing, the second is peace and security, and the third is for PCLC. So which room would you like to go to?
Okay, the 2, room 2.
Okay, I can assign you there. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just joining. So welcome back, everyone. The group told me that my volume was always down for the last few days. And when I checked the settings, yes, my mic was low. So I hope everyone can hear me much better now than before. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you had a good discussion in your room. I have a question for Reverend Yutaka that I'll ask him later in relation to the birth of the only begotten daughter. Anyway, I won't say it here after I ask him. So it's time for us for our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up the screen and let's pray together. Thank you. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, Rev Yutaka, for sharing today's words of our true mother, and really, I hope everyone has a great day, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.